In 1976, I was a 17-year-old neophyte camp counselor along with Dave, another newbie my age. We worked at Camp Blanchette on Raft Island near Gig Harbor. It was a week-long sleepaway camp run by the Catholic Youth Organization, or CYO. We were assigned the oldest kids, 13 and 14-year-olds. We were about to embark on a 4-day canoe trip that the young teens planned as an epic survivalist adventure. "Let's live off the land," hollered the biggest camper, who was also our group's leader. The other kids pumped fists and shouted, "Off the land! Off the land!" They planned to catch fish, dig clams, pick berries, forage greens, and glean the bounty of the Puget Sound. Dave and I stoked their enthusiasm. We loaded up fishing gear, buckets and clam shovels, a guidebook on edible plant foraging, as well as tarps, sleeping bags, cooking gear, first aid kits, and 5-gallon jugs of fresh water. Dozens of campers and counselors watched from the dock as we paddled away. Our kids posed like warriors headed off to battle. The first day was sunny, a perfect start. We caught a few flounder and cod, dug dozens of clams, and picked buckets of blackberries. The kids found fiddlehead ferns. We cooked up a rustic feast and built a big campfire. We told stories and sang songs. The campers had a swagger. It rained for much of the second day. The fish were barely biting. We found no clams. The berries were waterlogged. We did not build a campfire. We went to sleep, soggy and hungry. We woke to more rain pelting our life jackets, and worse, a thick fog enveloped our flotilla of 7 canoes, each holding 2 paddlers, one in the bow, one in the stern, camping gear stowed in the space between them. We were paddling around Fox Island in the southern end of Puget Sound in Washington state. Suddenly, I heard the low, throaty rumble of a cargo ship's massive engine, maybe 1/2 mile away. An angry sea monster churning toward us. We were way in over our heads. I could not see the other canoes through the fog, and I tried not to sound panicked. "Stay calm," I shouted. "I'm going to get us safely to shore. Paddle toward my voice. When I shout hi, you shout ho, hi, ho, hi, ho." We were echolocating like a pod of orcas. Within 5 minutes, all 7 canoes were safely beached and dragged ashore. We heard the huge ship thunder past us, out in the channel, and massive waves soon crashed on the beach. Tragedy averted. The campers huddled under a Douglas firs canopy to stay dry. A couple kids whimpered softly. Tears stained their cheeks. I assured them everything was going to be okay. We stressed safety and tried to keep the canoes in tight formation, hugging the shore. The Puget Sound is a tidal estuary with a tangle of bays, inlets, and islands surrounded by forests and mountains. It is truly spectacular, even mythic as an environment. It was the 3rd day, and the frightful fog incident had pushed the kids over the edge. I gathered them around my canoe, untied the tarps, and opened 2 big coolers. I had packed eggs, bacon, milk, orange juice, pancake mix and syrup, and 3 boxes of Lucky Charms. The kids whooped with joy. It was as if I had brought ice to Macondo. As we gorged on the breakfast feast, I told the campers how proud I was of them. Nobody at Camp Blanchette had ever lived off the land on a canoe trip, their epic adventure. We paddled a shortcut passage back to Raft Island. The rain stopped. The sun broke through. A throng lined up at the dock to welcome back their conquering heroes. The kids had their swagger back. The empty ice chests remained covered with tarps. We never spoke of the Lucky Charms. They were magically delicious.